Morning. Good morning, you're live, you're live. Good morning, welcome to pre-London live market analysis with ProFx. You're live, you're live, you're live. On trades. Morning. So while men slept, we simply just made about some cool three figures while men slept on gold this morning. That was why I woke up late. I woke up 2 a.m. trade London Asian section, 2 a.m. prime time. And I will show you the setup. I didn't send it to the group to my setup analysis, but I sent my personal self. Okay. Let me forward the setup to my Telegram group now. So I woke up 2 a.m. to trade the Asian for to trade the Asian, right? And it cuts a good amount of profit. So now I closed the trade because we are the supply, right? We are the supply. So I'm going to wait for London section to now what give me a new move, right? I prefer cutting my profits as a day trader in sessions or when price gets to supply or demand, I take profits. Okay, so it's better to take profits. So this is it here. You can see my screen. Type and I can see your screen. If you can see my screen, type and I can see your screen. If you can see my screen, type and I can see your screen. I'll be sharing something very powerful this morning. Please invite others. We're gonna have a good time this morning. Okay, great. All right. So, very quickly, let me just define what this session is for. So, for London Live Market Analysis is a section where we come to give us insight into key levels, into market opportunities to watch out for as London session approaches, right? So beyond just giving you the strategy, to give you the mindset, to give you the habits that you need to develop. Because one thing about trading is that it's beyond strategy. It's about you having management skill. Trading is beyond your technical skill. Write that out. Trading is beyond technical skill. Trading is beyond technical skill. Trading is what is beyond technical skill. That's the first note this morning. Trading is beyond technical skill. It's more about management skill. It's more about management skill. So by technical skill, I mean your analysis, okay, and even your execution, management. By technical skill, I mean your analysis and your execution. By management skill, I mean your risk management and your psychology. Is beyond technical. So technical skill, that is your analysis and what's execution. Execution, right? When it comes to your management skill is about your what? Your risk, your risks slash trade management and psychology. Yeah. So this is what you should understand because it's beyond you analyzing and executing. Like this trade I placed here. So I have my analysis correct. I did my execution correct. But now my risk management and trade management will now depend on if I'm going to be profitable on this trade. What determines your profitability is not your analysis and execution. No. Are we together? What determines your profitability is not your analysis and execution. It is you're able to manage your risk and your psychology. What determines your profitability is not your analysis and execution. It is your risk management, trade management, and your what? Psychology. So on this trade on gold that I played this morning, so what did I see? First of all, let me first go through my analysis and execution. So I saw that we have on the 1 hour order block, very simple. First, we are on the order block of 1 hour. Okay, location. The trend is still bullish, so it's a continuation trend. I saw this. We are still what? Break of structure, inducement, order block. AIT, break of structure, inducement, order block. That's what I first saw. Then, as at 2 a.m. prime time, I saw price was already at the order block and has induced into the other block, right? My next thing is I came down to 5 minutes and look for my first IDM. My first IDM will be candlestick immediately after order block, right? Second entry will be um, order block after IDM. So what I did was I used the candlestick immediately after IDM as my entry. Look at 3 minutes very carefully. Look at 3 minutes here. So my entry confirmation was after this IDM, the candlestick immediately after IDM is my first entry model. I said it yesterday already. Your candlestick pattern, entry one is what? Candlestick pattern immediately after IDM on a location. So location is 1 hour order block, right? And we first saw the first IDM here. If we look left, this is the first time price induced into the order block. This is the first IDM, right? When price got into the IDM, it almost gave us a confirmation here. It went up, it came down to sweep this low again. So this is my confirmation, and this is happening around what? 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning. That's your prime time. So I put my vertical line at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So this is 1 a.m. Between 1 a.m. to 2 a.m., I'm expecting to see a price action that will give me a confirmation. All right, between 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. is my prime time for Asian price action. This is 2 o'clock. Okay, so between this time, I saw another inducement again. That was all by 2 o'clock. I saw this inducement and I saw this candlestick closed at 2:33. 2:33 a.m. was my entry. Stop loss was where? Just below. This is what you call fearless and flawless execution. Fearless and flawless. I sent us a tweet, right, on the Telegram group. If you're not in Telegram group, you are missing a lot. For my students, not for the public. For my mentorship students, if you're not in Telegram group, I don't know what you're doing. I sent a tweet about how to manage your emotions on the management skill. The things, I think it's 5 keys or 6 keys. Fearless execution, entry buy, stop loss below. Your first take profit should be at the what? The closest supply. So on 1 hour time frame, you take profits at your closest supplies, closest demand. This is 1 hour I saw it or 15 minutes. Okay, I think it's 15 minutes. I think it's 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes, yeah. So at 15 where the management skill come in now. Management skill will not be greedy. Management skill want to take profits at every bus stop. Either you take partials or you close everything. Now, about your risk to reward there. You might have a one-to-one at this point, no problem. But be safe first. This might give you one-to-one. Safe. Okay? Management skill will let you to take profits at every valid junction. So it came here. I saw it came back, boy. But I kept my calm. Now it's now back second time. And I'll close my profits here. So management skills what I applied to make me close this. That's why I closed it there. Okay, I don't want to say that, of course, I know that my bias is what is to buy up, right? But let me first manage my trade. I can still come back to trade London session if I see opportunity. If not, bye-bye. So that's why I said here, trading skill is beyond what? Trading is beyond technical skill. Because I might leave this trade now and this trade might come and what? And take me out a stop loss. It might happen, I don't know. This guy might come out and take me out a stop loss. And I've already had already. Do you see now? So beyond you having your technicals, please also watch out for your risk management and your psychology. So let me show us, before I go into the nitty-gritty, let me show us the psychology acts I shared to my guys in Telegram. Let's just do a revision for those that are already in Telegram group. You already know this. Okay, if you can see these notes, type in I can see mastering trading psychology for consistent success. If you can see this, please confirm I can see mastering trading psychology for consistent success. If you can see this, please type in I can see. This is the management skill you need on the aspect of psychology. This is the management skill you need on the aspect of psychology. How to master your trading psychology for consistent success. Okay, great. So, firstly, you must think in probabilities. That's the mindset. That means you are not trying to be certain. Like I said, you can be confident, but don't let confidence lead to euphoria. You're always thinking in terms of, I don't know what market do next. Even if you have an edge that you have set your take profits, always embrace uncertainties. Always embrace it to make your emotion balance. You don't have pressure. Always embrace what? Uncertainties. It's a game of probabilities. The next one is what? Executing fearlessly and flawlessly without hesitation. If I was waiting for this guy to like say, what you go do, what you go do, it has given me what I need to see. I want to see candlestick pattern closed after IDM on my location, and I've seen it on 3 minutes. What do? I enter. I put my stop loss below the candlestick low. Do not hesitate. So this was a engulfing candlestick that formed after the IDM. Yes or yes? What pattern is this? This is not engulfing on 3 minutes. Look at it carefully. Let me expand it well. This candle engulfed this candle on 3 minutes, right? And it's happening in a location. This can print out anywhere. I've said it 1,000 number. This pattern can print out anywhere else and will not work. But when this pattern is printing on a location, and beyond that, it's printing after an IDM, come on now, what else do you need for confirmation? When this pattern is printing on a location and printing after an IDM, what else do you need for confirmation? That is the confirmation you need. Enter your buy and put your stop loss. Even though you have been selling for the past 1 year, and this was the first candle you saw at that inducement and location, be confident. That could be the beginning of the reversal trend. This could be the beginning of a reversal for a buy. So just put in your buy, put in your stop loss, and let the market run. Are we together? If we're together, type it together. If we're together, type it together. So let's proceed. Next, we have focus on the process. That means you are concentrating on the game, not the scoreboard. I give an example. If you are playing basketball, you don't focus on the scoreboard. If you are winning, you are winning or losing. You don't focus on the score. They are leading me 1-0. They are leading me 2-0. You don't focus on the scoreboard. You focus on the game, analysis, execution, management. So the process and your risk management over individual trade outcomes. So it's not about, will I win, will I lose? That's not your business. Your business is not if you will win the trade or lose the trade. Your business is, am I doing what I'm meant to do? Am I obeying my rules? Am I focusing on the process? That is your business, not if you are winning or losing. Because the profits will take care of itself. I will always say process is a natural consequence of profits. Mastery is a natural consequence of money. So what you want is money, but what you need is mastery. What you want is profit, but what you need is process. So the money you want is in the mastery that you need. The profit that you want is in the process that you need. So we are process focused. When I come to the charts, my job is I come in at my best version to analyze, to execute, and to manage. Full stop. Profit or loss is not my business. Individual trades, so that you are not bothered if you lose. Because if you lose, guess what? You are going to be sad. If you win, guess what? You'll be excited. And that excitement might lead to too much confidence that I will now lose the next trade. Who's with me? That you win it, you want a trade, you are like, I don't get down. Next trade like this, market mark you. Say, what's happening now? You're now sad again. So you're happy, you're sad, you're happy, you're sad. No. Every trade should be treated the neutral mindset. If you have a win, of course, you need to be grateful to appreciate it, but don't be overly excited. Ask yourself, what did I do right to? I send that quote to the group. Let me quickly divert a bit. I send that quote. I sent it here, right? I think that was the next thing I sent. I sent it about how you should not be overly excited and overly sad. Where did I send it? Is it here? Fame is not here. I think I sent it somewhere. I should not be overly excited and overly sad when you win. Neutral mindset. I don't know I sent that. But that's the point. You get the point now, right? Don't be overly excited when you win, and don't be overly sad when you lose. Now, next one is accepting losses. Of course, mindset, like I said, when you have a loss, embrace that loss as part of what the cost of doing business. Okay, don't be emotionally attached to your losses and to your wins too. So these are mindset that you read to yourself. And then lastly is what? Managing confidence. That means when you have gotten grip of your edge, like you know, oh, I've gotten my edge, and you are consistent in profit. Manage your confidence level. There's a thin line between confidence and euphoria. Don't become invisible to the market. Market will humble you. Don't become invisible to the market. I'm telling you from experience. Market will humble you, like humble you. So no matter how you get so confident, there is still something that you don't know about the market. Embrace uncertainty always. It's not because you don't have an edge, but you want to be safe, you want to control. We call it acting in your best interest. That's what we call it. You want to act in your best interest and don't become emotionally attached. Act in your best interest. Act in your best interest for your own good, for health purposes, and value reasons. So that's that on that. Okay. So hope you got that management skill. If that was helpful, type in helpful. So mind you, I also EJ trade, and I'm still on EJ. I took EJ trade this morning, so I took two trades, EJ and gold. So let me quickly show you my EJ trade before I go into what I have for you this morning. We're also in profit on EJ, massive profits. Um, I share this trade with us. We're also in EJ trade. So this is where I entered. You can see similar pattern. It doesn't change. What did I see? What did I see? Similar pattern. My prime time is still what? My 2 a.m., 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. I saw a location of what? A breaker block. On 5 minutes, I saw that there was a breaker block. Okay, location, breaker block. Price came back there. What's my confirmation? Candlestick after IDM. I see, don't joke with this thing I'm telling you. I told you that while I was in class teaching you guys, and I saw it happen and I went to backtest it. That's how I get my own revenue. I get them while I'm teaching you guys. So some of them, this is I get. I don't learn from them. I have the concept already, that's an idea, and I get them when I teach you guys. So I don't learn from anywhere. You understand? So I need to also test it myself to know it's working. And I've seen it work. So entry model as a winning pattern is when you have your IDM, entry model one, what I used here, entry model one, states that IDM with candlestick pattern at what point? Immediately after IDM. That means the candlestick pattern that forms, it could be an engulfing candle, it could be a pin bar, it could be a Arabic candle. Just watch out for the candlestick pattern that forms immediately after IDM. And to do finishing, let it be at active session, okay, and let it be at strategic timing. You have finished the market. You have finished it. It has finished. It has finished. Look at these things that I'm pointing out. Number one, I said what? There must be an IDM, right? IDM on the location was happened. What did we see? There was an IDM on my breaker block. So check one, IDM on what? Breaker block. Check two, there was a candlestick pattern that formed after the IDM on the breaker block. Candlestick pattern. Immediately after IDM on breaker block. Not just that, happened what? Active session, Asian session. Not just that, my prime time was what? Around 2 a.m. So I entered this trade around what? 2:20 was my entry. 2:20. So I can say it's a 2 a.m. prime time. And remember, your confluence, the more the confluence, more is more for confluence, right? So confluence 1, confluence 2, confluence 3, confluence 4. I have 4 confluence checked. So tell me, while on net, should I not enter this trade? Is there any reason for me not to enter this trade? Is there any reason for me? So if I want to hold this trade to this guy, but I will have closed. I'm good to close because we are already at what? My first TP. You can see first TP hit, but I still want to hold this trade for long. Do you understand? I want to hold this trade, but my first TP has been what? Smart. This is AIT. A is what? Area of value. I is inducement. Okay, and T is target. So with my AIT, if it's clear, type in clear. Entry model 1, clear. Once you see your inducement that are your location, it could be other block, it could be fair value gap, it could be any location. Once you see your IDM, look out in your lower time frame, either 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Look for the candlestick pattern that form immediately after the IDM. That's your first confirmation entry. Stop loss will be below the IDM. If that is clear, type in clear. Yeah, very clear, very clear, very clear. All right. So I'm going to screenshot this again and send to the group as set up. This pattern is what I'm looking for every time. Okay, so for EJ, if I want to trade London section, I'm done for Asian now. If I want to trade London section, now that brings to my topic now. I want to talk about. If I want to trade London section, what do I need to do? Wait for what? My eye to induce and what? My entry. So that leads me to what I'm talking about this morning. Before I go into EURUSD very quickly, I know we are behind time. So we have 2 types of trading opportunities. We have only 2 types of opportunities to trade. That's what I'm going to this morning. Because I will apply that now in this particular trade. We apply that now. We have 2 types of trading opportunities. Okay. I love making my trading notes very, very fun and relatable. So don't mind me. It's what I've heard before, but I love making it CTO and RTO. It's a ProFx. Which one is CTO again now? ProFx. You don't come again. Which one is CTO? Which one is RTO? It's what you know. Calm down. It's what you know. It's what you know. When I do all these things, I make it relatable to you. So I will bring a complex subject and break it down to something simple. It's what you already know. Okay. 1, we have continuous trading opportunities is what you already know. Don't be afraid. Okay. I'm not teaching you something new. Everything I teach you here is what you already know. I'm just making it like alive to you and making it simpler to you and relatable. Do you understand? Okay. So we only have two types of opportunities to trade. That means when you come to the market to trade, you're looking forward to do two things. Either to be on a continuous trend or to trade a reversal trend. So while I was studying yesterday, I got this revelation, this rema. While I was studying GFX video on how to trade continuous trades. So it dawned on me that come on, we only have two opportunities in the market to trade, right? We come to look for continuous trading opportunities or reversal opportunities. For CTO, all you're looking for is what? Break of structure. For CTO, what you're looking for here is what? Break of structure. For RTO, what do you look out for? Change of trend. So therefore, I said the other day that price can only do two things in behavior. Price is either breaking structure. When it comes to the market behavior, price is either breaking structure or changing trend. It can't do more than these two things. This is the behavior of price in the market. If you agree, type in agree. This is the only two types of behavior that price does in the market. They're either breaking structure, and at the point we start changing trend. We come back to break structure, we come back to change trend. So these are the two opportunities we are watching out for every single time. If you agree, type in I agree. If you don't agree, type in I no agree, boss. Na lie, you lie, na lie, you lie, na lie, you lie. Yeah. So it's something we already know, but I'm just trying to make it more alive and make it more conscious. Like, oh boy, this thing is real. It is real. Yeah, if you have not watched JFX continuous video, you are missing a lot. I will send that video to the group, to the once this class is done, I'll send that video to the group. Like, watch it. It makes trading sweet. So, related to this guy now, I'm on a buy trend. Yeah, right? All I need to do here is what? I'm now on a continuous trading opportunity. So for this trade now, I'm not looking for reversal trade opportunity. We have been caught in a what? In a bullish trend, right? We have had a break of structure. That's the property of a continuous trend. There must be a break of structure. When you see a break of structure, what does it imply? It's not to continue trading, to continue the trend. So a break of structure implies a trend is continuing. Take that note. A break of structure implies that the trend wants to continue. A change of trend implies that a trend wants to reverse. As simple as that. A break of structure implies that a trend wants to continue. A change of trend implies that a trend wants to change or reverse. So when you have seen a break of structure, what do you expect? Price to come to the discount for an uptrend to continue buying. If you are with me, type in I'm with you. This has to be very, very, very clear. I'm sure it's very clear. So, first off, we need to ask ourselves, are we having a break of structure or we are currently having a change of trend in the current market phase per time? On this case now, it's so clear that this is a break of structure. So it has to be a bullish trend. There's no two way about it. You can see how we are trying to simplify the process. Simplify the process. Trading notes. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let me take this off. So if I have seen a block of structure, now what is now my location and what? confirmation. Remember, we are having what? DLC at the back of our mind. We are not changing our model. Our model is what? D, L, and what? C. So in this case, our D has given us that we are uptrend. Our D has confirmed that we are what? Uptrend, because we have seen a break of structure. So a break of structure has confirmed the direction. Yes? A break of structure has confirmed direction. Next question is, where will be my location? If it's a buy trend, I want to see a demand, okay, or an order block, or a fair value gap, or I want to be on a Fibonacci retracement OTE. You know, pass like this. Confirmation will be, okay, when I get to my location, I want to see my entry model, which is what? IDM at the location. I must say that there will be an inducement at that location. After that, my IDM will now give me IDM with candlestick pattern. That's if I'm using candlestick to trade. No, we have two types of confirmation. We have chain of character and we have candlestick. Okay. For candlestick pattern, IDM with candlestick pattern. For change of character, it is IDM with order block. Order block can serve as what? Change of character. Can see now. So we have broken this into two. Sorry, into the process. We have seen direction, which is what? Bullish. Now, next question is location and what? Confirmation. Are we good? Now let's come here now. Let's go back to a higher time frame of 15 minutes. So you have it, you have a valid block. Mind you, all this guy, this buy you are seeing is coming from a 4 hours. This buy you are seeing here that started here, this 0, 1, 2, 3 you are seeing direction 0, 1, 2, 3 is coming from a 4 hours higher time frame location. That's why that place is very valid. Let me show you. It's coming from a what? A 4 hours what? Inducement with a location fractile. Right? It's coming from this place. Sorry. It's coming from this place. This block was meant to be held. Okay? This 4 hours other block was meant to be held, but it got induced. All right? So that means we have an inducement at this what? Low. But what happened? After the inducement, we saw that candlestick closed 4 hours above. So those that trade with swing trading and enter on 4 hours, they'll be entering from this close of 4 hours candle, because some traders enter from 4 hours close. Hope you are aware. Some traders enter on entering from here. SL will be what? Will be here. But it's also a valid entry. But their own is what? Swing trading. They want to hold this trade. Mind you, I'm holding this trade. This might take profit. So I still have a long way to go. I'm going to hold this trade to this guy. All right. So, but I'm going to take partial, or I'm going to manage my trade as I proceed. But I'm going to hold the remaining ones to this place. Take partials, trailing stop, and all of that. So we have 4 hours on lower time frame, and on 15 minutes, I will now see, okay, is there an opportunity for a day trader for this IDM? Of course there is. Now let's see. After the IDM, what candlestick pattern is this? Who can answer that question? Entry model 1, candlestick pattern immediately after IDM, right? So instead of entering on 4 hours, on 15 minutes, what candlestick pattern is this happening on the IDM? This is our entry model 1 for day trading. What candlestick pattern is this happening immediately after the IDM closed? Because what I just shared with you is not a theory. If it happens more than 1, 2 times, that has become a winning pattern. If a theory happens more than 1, 2, 3, 4 times, it has become what? A what do you call it now? Is it in science? After theory to hypothesis to the conclusion, what do you call that? Okay, what pattern formed after the IDM? Yeah, what pattern is this? So in this pattern now, both 1 and 2 played out. Entry 1, entry 2 played out here. In this pattern, entry 1 played out and entry 2 played out. Morning star, confirm. Morning star. Your morning is starred. Your morning is starred. Your morning is starred. So for those that are using candlestick pattern for confirmation, where is their entry? Just immediately after the what? This close at 2:15 time. So their entry model is where their entry pattern is where they enter here, put stop loss where below the candlestick. Button. But second model is what? You wait for the order block at the origin of the IDM for your what? For your second model. Where's the other block? Or where's the base? Is this not the base? The price come back to the base for the second model. Yes or yes? The price come back there for the second model. And now on the sweet part safe. You have a precise sniper stop loss for that particular one. Sniper stop loss. So, and like I always say, me, I like money where I do both the instant market and the pending order. I do both of them. I use both price action and SMC. No vex. I can't be leaving money on the table. It's not my fault. I know how the both of them work. So why should I not use candlestick pattern and SMC? Why should I use only one? When I know how the two of them works and I'm seeing that two of them is playing out in my cocoa rights. Why should I use only one? Abi, who agree with me that I should use two of them? If you want to use only one, it's fine. You can use only SMC and leave your candlestick for us. You understand? So that's it, guys. So that pattern will always repeat itself. So when next you see this pattern, you should know that you should not what hesitate. Now that's why I saw here too. Can you see? That's why I saw here, right? After the IDM, so I'm trying to show us that the buy has started already. Now we are going for continuations. When price pull back into this place, maybe we want to look for continuation, Abi. So our first pullback where I entered here, we had the break of structure here, right? That's the break of structure. Direction has given us where it's going to. This is our low and what? Our high. So if you do a Fibonacci from low to high, you can see that Fibonacci is giving us the same confluence. 1.0 is on the same location with breaker block, on the same location with fair value gap. What else do you want to see? You don't need again. So I think I'm going to close my profit or partials when it comes to this extension of 61.8 because that's where the supply is. Can you see? Sitting at this place. So I'm going to either close partials or break even here. Management, 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 management. It's not all about strategy. Like we got this strategy right, but we can end up losing this trade. You can say you are very correct, but we can still end up losing this trade if you are not careful because of lack of risk and trade management. So, like I said, now we are in a trend continuation opportunity. So, all the year is to buy. All we're looking for is what? To buy. Now, where's our next buy opportunity? Where will it be? We have a new low and a new high, right? A new low and a new high. Let me take off this guy so we can have a clean structure because of you guys. So this low was responsible for this high. Yes or yes? So what do? I mark out my what? I can do my Fibonacci from here. Means just before the OTEs or other blocks. So my second, my scale in opportunity. I can think of this guy now. So where is my area of value? I can see a very beautiful 15 minutes block just resting below the IDM. That's why I'm going to re-enter if I see market give me opportunity there. So when price taps into this place and I see a candlestick confirmation, I will buy. Stop loss below, take profits above. Or I wait for a other block again, or I use two of them. Simple as that. So this is my scale in opportunity for what? For a trend continuation. Is it clear? So I wait for price to come into this place to see what it does. So let's go to EURUSD. So let's observe as this guy delivers in the London section. So this is Euro JPY. Can I proceed? Can I proceed? If I get in value, type in value, 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 value. If I get in value, type in value, value, value. Okay, so type in type in what instrument while I go into our normal pairs. So let's go to Euro USD. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, you can see Euro USD. We are from the onset. We saw how we are starting from. This is the beginning of beginning of Euro USD. All this buy that I see here is because of this demand. So we know that technically, what makes price move is what demand, supply, liquidity. Technically, that's a note to take. Technically, what makes the price to move is what demand and supply on the charts. On the chart, when it comes to the chart, what's making price to buy and sell on the chart is demand and supply, and what liquidity. These two concepts is what are the technical reasons for the movement of price. Okay, that means when I come to the chart, what I want to see is demand and supply zones and liquidity zones. Two things alone, nothing more. I'm bringing light. I'm bringing light. This is clarity, guys. So you're not bothering yourself. You know why market is moving technically. So the reason why this guy bought from here, gone, because there was a demand zone here, and there was actually demand zone here, but there was not enough liquidity here. So inducement is simply a type of liquidity, meaning that this liquidity was induced. That means there were not enough orders There were not enough pool of orders. This guy has to be liquidated to drop into this demand that now got strengthened. So there was enough liquidity in this demand that made it to buy. There was enough liquidity in this demand zone that made this guy to push up. There is no reason why this guy is pushing up without that. This is clearly a drop, a base, and a rally. So the technical reason for this guy to go up like this because there is a demand zone. So our technical edge is to wait for the demand zone to give us the direction. So when price taps into demand zone, it's not when we buy. We have to wait for a confirmation. That's why we don't just jump into demand zones first off. There must be a confirmation that that demand zone has liquidity, strengthened enough to make it buy. So therefore, when price taps into demand zone on higher time frame, we go to a lower time frame to confirm if that demand zone is valid. If I'm teaching, type in you are teaching, sir. Type in teaching, 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 teaching. You need to know the reason why you are doing what you are doing. There must be a why, because why is important to know the reason why is because so that you have, well, if you only know that okay, demand zone, you buy. Like why? There must be a logical reason behind all this. It makes, do you understand what I'm saying now? So the first time we saw the confirmation here was when we went to 1 hour or 15 minutes. A change of character confirmed that that demand zone is valid. So, and the higher the time frame, the better the valid change of character. The higher the time frame, the better the valid character change. So on 1 hour, we have a lower high and lower low, right? And this was the first time that price swept that high. That's a change of character. So what do we expect? We expected price to what? Come back into first origin, then we have the next other block and so on like that. So we can use Fibonacci also to be safe. So I love what market did there. Market wine us here. Oh. Market came here, induced this guy, respected this guy as if he wants to start buying. He now came to induce this guy again to the origin and has now gone up. And I've said this thing before already. This is the pattern here. We have a pattern that happens like this. We have a first break of structure, okay, that was induced, but did not break this high, okay? Inducement, POI, but did not break this high. It just came here, now induced this. It is this one that will now what? Possibly break the high. I call this liquidity parade. That means this is the first liquidity. This is where the smart money concept traders also get stopped out. This kind of trade. So Sabige will call this kind of edge last point of true mitigation. We call this kind of edge LPOTM. Last point of true mitigation. 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 LPOTM. That means it will mitigate, and come to the last point that it possibly can't mitigate again. So our IDM is obviously taking here. So many people will fall for this. I fear for this, but thank God I took my profits. Yeah. If not, I'll have been also be mitigated. I'll have been used as stop loss too. Okay. So Samuel, my wonderful PA, he entered from this point. He entered his buy from here, and is on massive profit now. He entered from this last point of true mitigation at the extreme. Okay, here. So also take note of this kind of model. This happens, no, this happens rarely, it's not all the time it happens. It happens not all the time. But when it happens, or more. So this is a pattern that you should also take note of. Last point of true mitigation. You can see it here. So on my chart here now, this is the first inducement, right? First inducement that was respected. Okay, it came into this block and it bought well. This was the NFP trade that we took. It bought well. You can see it came to supply here, and this supply stopped it from continuing. It could not break. It means that there is no liquidity yet. For price not to break this supply, it means that this guy, dey. So it has to take out liquidity more to move. And that was why this guy was what swept. To engineer more liquidity. So we have to induce this low. Now, this place now is believed that there is now liquidity here because now we have broken this that made this guy to go down. So we now have a break of structure. Can you see I'm bringing these things together? We now have a what? Break of structure here. So it is believed technically here that this will be the protected low. It's believed so. Because of these two words inducements. Okay, USD JPY. All right. So do we get the picture now? So now, according to this guy now, we are in a trend continuation. Oh. So what do you expect now? From what I'm seeing here, I can see that we already have a low here. Okay, that will most likely be induced. Let's just put it there, all right, as a potential inducement because that's a low. Okay, we will draw down to the lower time frame. Or let me first screenshot this so you can have this as a note of study. Let me go to if I go 30 minutes now to give me I want to go 30 minutes so I can draw out the other blocks properly. Okay, let me go 30 minutes. Let's see if it's not going to disrupt my drawings. I don't want it to disrupt what I do here. Okay, perfect. So can you see, guys? This is the first IDM that respected this beautiful 30 minutes block. Okay, that's the first one. And it played out very nicely. It played out very nicely. Come and what? Enter this beautiful demand here. Entry. Ah, Samuel, you try to. Nah, you learn from the you learn to I'm proud. See, where your student doing wonders. You shouldn't be insecure from mentors. They're insecure when their student is doing even bigger numbers than as a mentor. Don't be insecure. They are from you, so it should be a plus for you that this guy is even doing more than I expect. So I give him I'm proud. So Samuel caught this sniper entry from this last point of true mitigation, right? And it was matched here, right? So we have gotten to our buy side liquidity. Okay. Now that low will possibly take out this high. Buy side liquidity. Yeah? BSL. So this guy has gotten here. He has done his job. So now for this guy to now what? Break free. There needs to be an inducement again to break free. Are we following? So this is the setup here. Let me do a your stop loss is just below and your take profit is. So I was sharing with Samuel yesterday how he would have scaled in this opportunity, and that's how I'll show us now. He would have scaled in. I sent this setup to us yesterday, London, right? He would have scaled in where I'll show you now. Let's first screenshot this one. So how would you have scaled in the opportunity? Look at carefully. Remember, we are now in a what? Trending um, opportunity. So you look for buy, 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 buy. So where is the buy opportunity? It's here. London session opens. We have IDM that happened in this other block. See, I sent this to the group yesterday morning. Yes or yes? This setup. I sent this setup to the group yesterday for London session when we had London session yesterday. You remember this setup? I will show. Let me show us. Setup, setup, setup. Let me show us. Yeah, this is it. Can you see? If you can see my screen, type I can see your screen. Can you see? This is the inducement and this is the 15 minutes order block. And this is exactly where price continues. So this was the sniper entry that Samuel caught. Boom. You can see that's already giving you a change of character. So we had a change of character. We had the brick of structure, IDM. So this is giving us a realignment of your buy from this place. So inducement, order block, and that was where the continued trend got in. Can you see? All right, so that's it. So on 15 minutes was where you have the opportunity to scale it. So don't be wasting. If you have a swing trade, take advantage of the intra scaling opportunities, please. That's why in other piece we teach you how to scalp, how to day trade, how to swing trade, so you can take advantage of the intra day opportunities. This is it. Very simple. And this happened at what time? You can either use your IDM after candlestick close or use the order block. Any of them, you get confirmation. All right. Confirmation close 11 o'clock. Stop loss below second entry. Even at New York section too, we had another entry at New York. Inducement block lower time frame buy. So my point is when you see that we have a break of structure, look in for trend continuation. Inducement, location, continue buying. Inducement, location, continue selling. All right. So now what we are waiting for now is a continuation trend for EURUSD. Yeah. EURUSD classroom. So please, everything that is being posted on the group, try and be going through them. They are not there for fun. No. They are there for you to study, for you to master. The setups I'm posting, train your trading eyes to see. Always be in the habit of memorizing patterns. That's what helps me a lot. There's no magic in this thing. The more you practice, the more you get better, the easier it gets. The more you practice, the more you get better, the easier it gets. The more you practice, the more you get better, the easier it gets. Memorizing winning patterns, seeing them. Okay, I've seen this pattern before. How did it happen? Inducement, break of structure, order block. Train your trading eyes to see patterns. Train your trading eyes to see patterns. Okay, so until today, we are expecting to see a what continuation. Mind you, we also look at our weekly range. Where is price currently? Okay, as you are doing that, let's quickly also consider our weekly range. So today is Wednesday. I'll end with this. Then we'll go to UJ. Today is Wednesday, so we want to know where price is currently as at now. Very important. That's non-negotiables, right? We want to always know our weekly range profile so that we can even choose to hold our trade from today to Friday if you catch a good opportunity. The reason for weekly range profile is to swing your trade till Friday. The reason for weekly trade profile is to come again. The reason for your weekly trade profile is to help you the week. While your daily range profile is to help you close your trade that day. You're not holding your trade today for daily range profile to be safe. At best, you just take partials and leave the rest to run. Let's see if you're going to see opportunities to hold our trade to weekend. After marking Monday to Friday, what's next thing to do? Put your Monday high and Monday low. So Monday, highest point price got to on Monday was this fine boy. Monday high. Lowest point price got to on Monday was this fine girl. Monday low. Who you seeing what I'm seeing? Who is seeing what I'm saying? Who is seeing that Monday low has been induced? Who is saying that Monday low has been induced? Monday low has been induced. What does that mean? The low of the week has been what? Has been formed. The low of the week has been formed, my brothers and sisters. Monday low has been induced. By at Tuesday, guys, look at this carefully. As at Tuesday, we induced Monday low, right? That was yesterday. That's yesterday, yeah. So that confirms the inducement that happened here. Now I said that this first one does not have enough liquidity. That this one is most likely going to be the protected low. You can see, I'm in the spirits. Not knowing that that is where actually is where the low of the week has been. So according to this now, it is believed that weekly low has been established. Price action with our edge is not expected to take out this low again. So we can safely say we have gotten a weekly low. Now, buy parade. So we are looking for what? Buy opportunities. Simple. Can you see the power of weekly range now? Can you see the power of weekly range now? Yeah. So drop down to lower time frame and now do your thing. Back to daily range, right? Back to our daily range. So previously high, previously low, previously close. It's been long I've done that too. Let's do that quickly. Previously high, previously low, previously close. Let's quickly check. So from daily time frame, you can see also that this is a momentum candle of daily. So we are having momentum positions. Mind you, today might not even buy. Today might also want to have a sell, right? Then tomorrow we continue the buy and Friday the buy. So we just follow price action. We are not prophesying that tomorrow must sell. We are just following what price is doing. Previous day close, previous day high. Okay, PD what? PDL, previous day high, PDH. So previous day low was the low of the week. So don't expect price to get there, but let's still put it. Previous day low, choke. Previous day low, PDL. So let's come back to our 15 minutes and see what price action is doing. What is price action doing? India will say doing. What's price action doing? Hi. What is price action doing? Let's adjust this guy. Previously high. Remember, we are bullish. I have no business selling. I have no business selling. The trend is bullish. USD is bullish. We have no business selling. Nothing on this earth to make you sell. Don't even scalp. Don't scalp. Don't scalp. Just wait for the buy opportunities. Don't scalp. Okay. So while waiting for the buy opportunity, we see that price is currently here, right? So we wait. We are currently on our section now. Let's see our range. Let's see what we have. What can we see here? Blah 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 blah. La, 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 la. So we said this is the break of structure. This is our low and our high. So our range is from. So let's establish that first. Our range is from where higher low. Sorry, higher low towards so that price is respecting the equilibrium at what the Asian section, which is not bad. So price can choose to also move from here. It's valid too, right? Valid. So we set our positions everywhere necessary. So on 30 minutes, you can see our first, we have a clean 30 minutes block here. So let's first check if there's an inducement before that 30 minutes. So we know if it's valid. So let's go to 5 minutes time frame to see if there's inducement before the other block. Of course, there is. Or scoff, or scoff, or scoff. Okay. So we have IDM that is already respecting the first block. Okay. This IDM is already tapping into our 5 minute block here. Can you see? That should be your first entry already. That should be your first entry already. So price can choose to even start buying from here. But now that's going up already. So what we do is if you're entering for a buy from here, stop loss will be here. But me, I will wait for a further confirmation. So I'm not rushing. Okay? I'm not gonna rush on this. I'm not gonna rush on this. I'm gonna wait for further what confirmation on lower time frame. I want to say conservative entry. So tapping here, this is 5 minutes. So 1 minute will be my best bet. I want to see a direction on 1 minute that okay, the trend has indeed changed. Okay, I want to see a change of character on 1 minute, a good bullish trend on 1 minute, and that will happen where high has been taken out. I want to see this high, this lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this eye, those two eyes, I want to see them what taken out. Then it pulls back. Do you get now? So that confirms my risk, but this is a risk trade. If I enter here from here straight, so I won't do that. So wait for this guy to take out and this guy. Then if he does that, let's go. I'm going to get involved. If not, I wait for price. Do you get that? So let's look at UJ and call it a day. Because there needs to be a confirmation. Okay. UJ, USD Let's go back to the basics. 4 hours, 15 minutes, and all of that. Okay, do we have something here that we do yesterday? Let's see. I think we had something yesterday. Let's see if it played out. Oh, nothing is here. Okay, let's go over it again very quickly. So on 4 hours, we said that we are expecting this is a break of structure. This 4 hours, yeah. So according to this, we have different other blocks here. So which one do you use from the origin? So for me not to get confused, when I see different other blocks, I just go to the origin straight. Do you understand? If you see different other blocks in your transaction, go to the where origin straight up. And you can see that origin other block is what was used. This guy was mitigated. This guy was mitigated. Are we what's the word now? It was induced rather. So we had inducement here, and you have inducement here. Those that use 4 hours to enter buy, will have start buying from what? This close. Because after the candlestick, after the IDM, this guy closed bullish. Bam. For those that use day trading, want to wait for what? For 15 minutes for a confirmation to buy. So in that case, we wait for what? You can see. In that case, wait for another confirmation. Boom, boom. So this was equal low. This is not a lower low, this is equal low, right? Was there a sweep here? Okay, there's no sweep. Equal low was here. It didn't get stopped out here. So that means in this case now, equal lows. So your candlestick after your IDM will be this particular one, buy, stop loss below. Or for other block, it comes back to this particular place and you buy. All right, any of those two. You're either buying from here or you're buying from what? From here, right? So that's happened. Boom! This buy means pay. It means pay. There's what? Initiation. That buy means pay. There's initiation. So break of structure. What do you do? As far as this trend is concerned, the bias is bullish. Okay. So if you miss out this first buy, no worry. It's going to pull back and continue. So we have created an inducement leg here for price to sweep and respect the block below to continue buying according to this structure until it breaks out from this guy. This is what we have because we have equal. Now these are liquidity pools here, equal eyes. Liquidity pools are resting above here. We have liquidity pools resting above, right? Resting above, resting below liquidity. Right. So this is what we have for GJ. Remember, we are sitting on the other block that has been induced and giving us a change of character. So this is a valid buy according to this structure. This is valid for a buy. Are we together? According to this structure, this is valid for a buy. Is UJ clear? You're not responding to our chats. So I have an appointment this morning to meet up with. I gotta go now. So any question, guys? So announcement to make. So my partner that is in Wiser Pips, I said we have introduced Web3 and crypto trading to our faculty. So the vision for Wiser Pips is our vision is we are an institute that is going to be dominating the financial market space. Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, synthetics, commodities are dominating the financial markets 100%. So the vision is we're going to be having faculties for each market. We're having forex trading faculty. We're having Web3 and crypto trading faculty. We're having synthetics trading faculty. We're having so Clap for us, clap for us. Try continue first. First. Because we are doing something that I don't think has been done ever. So if we don't clap, I will end this live stream. If you don't clap for us, I'll end this live stream. First clap first. Everybody's clapping. Are we together? Am I still live? I was just thinking to myself, okay, let me check my.
How old are you now? I'm 39. And how old were you when you became a millionaire? 17. 17 years old? Yeah. Did you inherit the money? No, my mom was a teacher and my dad worked at a bank.
Okay, good, good. Hey, yeah, thank you, Jerry. Thank you. Yeah. So we are having so to cut the long story short, we're having a Web3. We have included a Web3 and cryptocurrency education. And the reason why we are doing that is because trading is risk income. Listen carefully. Trading is risk income. Once you learn how to trade, you need to fund a capital, and that capital is a risk income. There are chances that you will lose, you will blow the account, you're emotionally sound, blah 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 blah. So funding account can also be a big deal. Some don't have their money to fund, right? They fund $10 and they blow it. They fund 20 and they blow it. So one of the ways to make money without risk is by airdrops. So Mr. Stanley is a Web3 educator since 2017 and is a big pro in the space. He has a Twitter space, he has an academy on his own. So we are partnering with him to help us to now see how we can, for the newbies, how we can start making money from airdrops. So when you make money from airdrop, we are going to now fund our trading accounts. He has made $1K, he has made $300, he has made $500 from just doing simple tasks. His friend, he told us his friend how he made $50,000 from just airdropping, although he had a large following. So you get some point where you have to, your following on Twitter will give you the ability to make more. But at least you can start making $100, 200, 500, just with your small 100 followers or so. At least start somewhere, right? So it's a zero-based, risk-based. You're not funding anything. Just come and learn. And of course, with our influence is bringing us. So we're having a webinar. I'll send the flyer to the group, right? The webinar is going to start next week. It's going to be for 2 weeks. It's a boot camp. Rather, 2 weeks boot camp for Monday, 12th, Monday, Tuesday, 2 weeks, right? It's going to be a powerful. I can assure you that this guy is good. My first meeting with him, I was like, wow, that we need this in our community. We actually need this. So please, I want us to come in our numbers, invite everybody. This one, you're not paying anything, and you're not even funding. But although, let me give you advanced information. After the boot camp, you'll be required to join the academy, Web3 Academy. So I'll speak to him for a discount for wiser traders. Okay, I'll speak to him. So if he's going to be charging maybe 100K for outsiders, it will be a discount for us, right? I think that's a good deal because that is his own propriety. I don't want to deprive him of that because he's my partner. Then you get it for free. No, he has to be paid for what he's doing. Who agrees with me that he has to be paid, right? So the best we can have from him is a discount, right? But the boot camp is free. It will teach us how to get started with the boot camp. Then we get a discount for getting the mentorship, the academy rather. So I'll send the flyers and please invite. So your journey to any from airdrop has started, and so that's the announcement I want to make you before I go. So are we excited about that? If that makes sense, Typing makes sense. It makes sense. I believe it's going to really help so many people. And we're also going to be demystifying so many myths about dust airdrop because I was talking with someone when he said that he has done some airdrops and they were all dust. So many projects. They were dust, dust, dust. I understand because just like we have real, they are also fake, right? You can't see a fake. There's a fake, there's a real. There's a fake note because there's a real note. Now. So we have some that are also some influencers in Web3 are also doing fake projects, fake airdrops. So we teach you how to also spot the fakes from the reals. All right, it's going to make sense. Yeah, yeah. So that'll be all for today. What else? Are we leaving anything behind? I think that's are we done? I think we are good. Yeah. So please, I need to step out now for an appointment. So let's. The more you practice, the better it gets, the easier it becomes. The more you practice, the better it gets, the easier it becomes. The more you practice, the better it gets, the easier it becomes. The more you practice, the better it gets, the easier it becomes. Focus on the process, not on the profit. Focus on the process. If you have been blessed today, type in blessed, 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 blessed. Invite others to this call every month. It's 9 o'clock already. Invite your friends, invite your enemies, invite your frenemies to this. What should I use now? Set up. This is one of my free. This is a freebie. So don't chat for this. All right. Okay. Any question? Am I free to go? I need to rush out. I need to rush out. I need to rush out. Question for me. Mind you, if you want to join the mentorship, this week is the last. This is the last week. After this week, I'm closing the door till next month. Right. I don't want to have. I'm going to start proper class next week. We are still trying to wait for those that want to still join. So we start next week. But I've been sending material for them to watch to prep them for next week. So if you are yet to join the mentorship, or if you have people that wants to join the mentorship, reach out to them on time. This week is closing. We're going to start next week. Once we start, I'm not accepting anybody again. We'll wait till next month. We'll wait till next month. All right. So, any question, guys? Are we good to go? Mr. Albert, if you can see me today, I'm going to Invest Low office today at Okwebi. I don't know if you're available. I'm going to be at Okwebi today on the mainland. Chat me up. Let me know if you're available so we can meet. All right, Mr. Albert. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.